What's up? What's up?
It's good, baby.
I got the big homie Jonah with me as always. You know what I'm saying? I got my guy Mason and Mason. No, they ain't twins. Mason 1 and Mason 2. And it's the Push and Wait show.
Man, so what y'all been up to? We're gonna start with the youngest because we got the young cat in here tonight. You know, you 21?
Yeah, 21.
You drank a beer yet?
Oh, yeah.
Man, terrible. Sinner.
Man.
Sinner.
Out here sinning. Drinking the devil's juices.
When he turned 21, we went golfing, and I was like, you know you're allowed to drink, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can drink. He's like, I don't want to drink. I don't know. So then I got him to buy a beer. No, I bought you beers just to get you to drink. Yeah. He starts drinking. We get to like the 9th hole. And he's got his AirPods in, ignoring everybody. Like just quiet for the last 9 holes. I was like, you're never drinking while we're golfing again. I don't know.
Were you good at golf?
Oh, no.
Terrible.
Bro, people don't realize golf is a ratchet sport.
You said ratchet?
Golf is super ratchet.
Oh,
you ain't never seen none of like the PGA tours or nothing like that. They're getting fucked up on those.
Did you see what
like
just
not
happened?
the golfers, but like the spectators.
Yeah, so I was actually, I might have been security for President's Cup at Muirfield back in like 2014, and I worked the Kettle One tent.
Okay.
And them rich old men, they get a little turnt. I might have had to throw somebody out once or twice or 4 times.
Okay, but just cause you tripped Richard with the Izod polo on. He was 75.
The khaki.
And he still couldn't throw no hands. All them years of wisdom.
Hey,
man.
the price is wrong, Bob.
That's what I was about to say. The Bob Barker.
Well, yeah, bro, because like me and my homie Corey, like he didn't took me golfing with him a couple of times, and like they get pilled, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, golf is really ratchet as hell.
No, we went last year just because something to do, and as usual, I was like, man, you got to get into this, so I had somebody to do it with. And we got into it, and I spent way too much money golfing. There's only one time where we actually, like, everybody got the day off work. Me, him, and a few buddies were like, man, we're going to book some time at the zoo. They have a nice golf course there. And we go up there, and you have to dress nice and all this. And they had cart girls rolling around.
Mm-hmm. Where is this at?
The Safari, the Columbus Zoo.
Oh, the zoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know they had a golf course
Oh, it's
down there.
beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's like really well ran and all that. And then they have a cart girl that rolls around. Well, we started with the fireball shots and stuff. Well, no, we got there early and the driving range was closed.
Disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, well, the driving range is closed. We're here early, so I'm going to go drink. So I sat in the bar and started drinking. We got to what? I think it was like the 15th hole. Now I'm out there just drunk. And that cart girl goes rolling by. I'm feeling myself at this point, and I'm like, hey, hold on a second, I'm going to buy a shot. Let me smack this to the green. And I back up to swing, and I swear I hit 5 feet behind and just take a big, huge chunk out of the
Big
ground.
old divot.
I was like, you know what? Just give me the shot.
That's another thing. Bro, 18 holes is a lot of holes, bro.
Yeah.
That's a long game.
Because, you got to hit with most of them are like par 5 or par 4, par 4.
Some threes.
What
Yeah,
course you go to.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Like you got, what is it? I forget what it is now. 3 sticks now. It was Green Acres back when we were younger, but they're just a par 3 course, so it's like fun, nice short
All
hole.
of them 3. I'll be hitting them hole-in-ones, you feel me?
That's because you're golfing from the senior line.
It's still golfing.
That's the thing, that man, golf, like it's a hard sport.
Yeah.
Like,
It
it
is.
really is.
Yeah.
And like I love it when somebody's like, man, let me get out there with you. I'm like, all right, I got you. And they come out and you're waiting 20 minutes while they smack the ground 100 times. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. My homie Corey's uncle, man, he should damn near be professional, bro. He's nice, bro.
Yeah, he's nice with it.
He owns a heating and cooling company, but he's nice. Like they go, literally, if it's 50 degrees or warmer, they're going probably 3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, it's like we talked about that, where it's like golfing people are like motorcycle people.
Yeah.
As soon as they see a little bit of sunlight, they out there.
That's like last year. We had no idea, and we're like, you know what, we're going to get into this. And we went, and it was super cold.
Yeah.
It was terrible, and we walked.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was the only time we walked 18 holes. We got done. I was like, I'll never do that again.
Feet probably screaming.
Oh, feet were soaking wet, man.
Yeah.
Like everything was so.
I was wearing boots, so my feet were screaming.
He was in boots.
I ain't gonna lie. When I went last time, bro, I had that Hemi. I was still working off the end of my Hemi. So, bro, I was like,
Crying.
yeah, by halfway, I started hurting. I'm like, damn. I was like, I said, we just doing 9 today, or we doing the whole thing? They said, oh, yeah, we always play 18. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Yeah, bro. So I went to the clubhouse. I had pounded a couple brews real quick just to, and
Numb the pain.
bro, and it doesn't, bro. It's like, it's like all your irritations enhanced because it's like now I'm thinking about it in deep thought. Like,
man, we so speaking of golf, we had an adventure this last Friday. Yeah, so we all went down to the doghouse because I had to take my final squat, and it was those two in the back and then Andrew in the middle. And Andrew made the comment that golf's not a sport.
man.
And I was like, I gotta quickly correct you because that is an extremely hard. It's
hard. You
It's
gotta,
hard.
yeah.
So, but no, man. Like I said, we were headed down to the doghouse, and from what I had seen, there's so both these guys got meets coming up. You guys are, so I'm 2 weeks out, so you guys are 3 weeks out, right?
Yes.
So I don't know. Do you remember what you guys did? Safety squat bar
At the doghouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the green band.
We just did lightweight, yes.
Yeah.
Speed sets at 2.
Yeah. So how'd that feel? First off, what'd you end up doing? Because I seen you had a couple plates up there.
I'm gonna say the most I did was 3,
Okay.
and then I started off. I'm gonna say, what did we start off with?
We started off with 2, and then you went 2 1/4, and then you did 3 on your last set.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Which I've learned in the past months. I just don't even ask anymore. I'm just,
Yeah.
that's why when you're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Just throw something
Just
on."
throw
there."
something.
So I'm on.
Because I'm just gonna answer wrong. So
So you mentioned that you was golfing last year. Is that what kind of got you started? We're gonna start with you. What kind of got you started into lifting from going and being a golf pro to now?
I wouldn't say pro.
to now powerlifting.
Well, in high school, I used to work out and go to the gym and everything. Fell off. Then I was just trying to find like something to do because all I did was stay home, go to work, stay home.
Yeah.
That's all I did. So everything just got kind of boring. Then he brought up like try to go golfing, and then after we went golfing, I was like, I want to go back to the gym. Like I miss how that
This
felt.
ain't for me.
This is not for me.
Well, we spent so much money, man. Golfing is a sport of kings for a reason.
Yeah.
Like it's not the sport of blue collars like that.
like a Nike golf pullover or just any. I mean, you could have a Callaway, any brand, bro. You're going to spend a pullover $150, $180.
Yeah, I bought a pair of Nike golf pants and a Tiger Woods nice blue pullover, and I spent $150.
Yeah,
The $80 was just for the polo.
you gonna spend some money.
It doesn't even fit me now.
Like you go to Dunham's. There is no clearance in golf.
No.
Literally, you're spending whatever it costs. That's what you're spending over here.
And if you do show up with the clearance stuff, everybody's just like dismisses
sees
you.
it. They
They're
know
like,
it.
yeah. They're like top flight balls. Really?
So you got back into the gym. You started bodybuilding, I heard.
Yeah. I thought about doing that, and then we went together, and then we were starting doing workouts, and he's like, "You're not built for bodybuilding." He's like, "You're more powerlifting."
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've always seen, because I used to bullfight, and we started lifting together then. But what I was doing was more body weight, cardio stuff, so it wasn't what he was trying to do. So we kind of split up. Well, I've told him since we started, like the way he squats and stuff like that, I'm like, man, you just naturally have a nice look to the power of your squat and stuff like that. Like you're made for this stuff.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go, to the club and we were just doing. I think I bought a Kaizen program. We started the Kaizen, and then I went and decided to try to get a trainer or whatever. And again, I just did all this and would just take him. Like, you just do the workouts with me, and we started to do that stuff, and I love the club. I've always loved it, but it's just not the intensity that I was looking for. You know what I mean? So he kind of just went from there.
I was at the club yesterday. They said I had to get on there reverse hyper, and it's a great facility. It's big. It's got everything you need. It's got everything you need. But yeah, there's just a quietness about it. You know, it's just different. It's just I'm not knocking them because it's a good spot. It's a good gym. But it's just there's a quietness about it.
Yeah, even when. Like what I'm used to with our gym at 740, it's like when I go to the club and somebody's in there like yelling, like I'm like, shut up. Like I was in there, it was last week, I was in there and somebody was on the bent over rows. He's like, and I feel like everybody in there like came and looked like, what the hell is he in there doing? Like
you got a 25 on
I'm
each
like,
side.
fam, what is you doing, fam? You got 100 pounds on here.
I remember back when Dick Hempy owned it.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, I don't remember his name, nothing like that, and he was a bigger dude. But he would come in there and he got kicked out a couple times, but he would be screaming, and when he would move a bench just to use, he'd be slamming it and like. Yeah. I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like,
so even before the Hempies bought it, there was a guy that would come in there and he literally would be curling 35, and he was a big dude, curling 35-pound dumbbells, yelling with each rep. And Travis Hensel was the owner at the time, and I went up to Travis and I'm like, dude, you are going to lose some members if you do not kick this guy out. What are you talking about? Well, do you not hear that dude back there yelling over the 35-pound dumbbells? I'll have a talk with him. And he had a talk with him and didn't do nothing, and so he ended up kicking him out. But you want me to turn that off?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll just turn it off.
Yeah, but yeah, stuff like that. And it's funny because like, that's my main reason for why I have to come. Why I always come to 740 is like that intent. Like you guys are looking for that intensity. And I think that's what's got me going and kept me at 740 was the intensity. Like I never seen that before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was only 3 of us when I started. Yeah. Well, 4 of us, me, you, Jay, and Nick.
Yeah.
And it was just the intensity of us 4, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually Rich came out, and then
it grew pretty quick. I feel like it's all about the results. As soon as people start seeing results, you know, like you saw Jay. Yeah. As soon as you start seeing the results, people want to be around that. They should want to be around that. Yeah. You know. Whatever
happened to your one dude, the other Jonah?
Oh man, he got hurt.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I was just talking to him. This week actually. He busted he did something crazy to his hamstring. That's the thing about the hamstring. A lot of people don't know is the hamstring. And I know I'm going to explain this wrong, but it's a muscle and a tendon at the same time. There's like 3 different parts to it. And that's why the hamstring is one of the worst injuries to ever come back from. Because not only did you injure the muscle, you also injured a tendon. So I can't remember what he was deadlifting because he was a consistent 700-pound deadlifter. I can't remember what it was, but he popped his hamstring, and he was doing everything he could to get back. And then he ended up working up, I want to say like 225 or 250 on deadlift again. Started feeling good, boom, popped it again.
Damn.
So he told me, he was actually just texting me this week, and he was like, when I come back and train with you, like, I need you to govern me on intensity. Like, even if I say go up and weight, do not let me. He's like, because I know how it is when you get around guys, and you get around people that are competitive, and in that atmosphere, you want to go up. He's like, I need to nurse this thing back. Because he competed. I think his last competition was probably 6-8 months ago. And he took best lifter. He took best men's lifter. And I think he also took another award. But yeah, he's strong and he's in gear. That's the other thing is he's another geared lifter.
Yeah.
So like when he would come in, he'd be the only other person that would get in gear and squat with me. So, but yeah, that's he ain't been around.
Yeah, I ain't seen him. It
About
hasn't been.
5 months, I'd say. It's a long road.
I feel like I
on
ain't
the
seen him longer
hamstrings.
than that, for real. But yeah, it's been
a
minute.
long road, man. Long road on them hamstrings. So, but so like I said, you guys got a couple. Well, you got this meet coming up in about 3 weeks. Well, so I started with you. Kind of what got you started in powerlifting? Before we get too far away.
I mean, I lifted when I played football when I was young. I've always lifted off and on. I got into rodeo. Didn't really lift. Again, same type of training for bullfighting. Then I kind of fell away from everything, really. And then I moved to Tennessee, and I always got to have some hobby that's dangerous. I just can't do. I can't do something slow. It's like I moved to Tennessee. I bought dirt bikes. Said I was going to do motocross. I killed myself 3 times doing that for a whole summer, and sold all the stuff when we moved back. And I think when I moved back, I was like 250. Like I was probably the heaviest I ever was.
Big boy.
And I mean, I did a lot of drinking down in Tennessee, but a lot of beer. And when we moved back, it was a weird situation. I ended up staying over at my buddy Hayden's house. And I ain't been around rodeo for years, and Hayden consistently was. He was going through his car accident and stuff, so I kind of stayed in a camper on his property and kind of helped take care of him while he was doing that and take care of the animals and stuff. And while doing that, he teaches out there, and I kind of fell in love back with the riding. Well, he's like, I need somebody to fight, and I've never been afraid of bulls because I've been around them since I was a little kid. So one night, I would think I was out there in muck boots and coveralls, something way too heavy to be running in. Hayden's like, grab 15's horn. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you talk about fighting bulls anymore. And I was like, all right. And I just ran by him and grabbed him, and he decided this bull he's like the oldest bull, nice, let you pet him and everything. He decided he was coming after me. It scared the hell out of me. And after that, I just kind of got into it, and it's like everything stacked up kind of like it is with powerlifting now, to where I got in with some pretty good guys. Adrienne Mass she's like a 7-time national qualifier for SEBRA Bullfighter of the Year and stuff, so he just kind of took me under his wing, and I got into rodeos, and before I knew it, I was traveling everywhere. But I was gone, traveling everywhere, and I got a bunch of kids and dogs, and my wife had a lot on her plate, so it was just best for me to kind of stay home. So kind of fell off of that, got into golf like we just talked about, and again, I can't do something slow, so I got into, and I remember there was like this time last year, I was like, I'm done working out, I don't care anymore. That's why I was like, I'm just done stressing about it. And I don't know what it was, man. I think it was YouTube or something. I started watching powerlifting again because I've always wanted to compete. But again, finding somebody to be, because it's a hard thing to just do alone when you don't know nothing. Like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym and run this Kaizen program, and then go to this meet, not know anybody, and don't know how to eat, and don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of where I was at. And I told him, I was like, if we're going to do this, the one thing about me is if I'm going to do it, it's going to be all the way. Whether it's all the way bad or it's all the way good, it's going to happen all the way. Like, we're not doing it half-assed. So I started lifting there and stuff, and then that's when I was like, I'm just going to reach out to you. And after that, kind of took off with it. And when I came to your gym, at first there I was like, what the hell am I doing here, man? Or we did that floor press that one. I think I did 2 sets.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the hell? Like, this is, and then, you stick with it and seeing results and how far I've come now. Now I'm just kind of hooked to it, and it's a lifestyle for me now. And like my whole family knows, and my wife, is on me about my eating and making sure I'm water intake and all that. And it just became a lifestyle it's just opened up a lot of doors too. You know what I mean? Like the camaraderie we have and all that in the gym too. Means a lot. It's like a whole different family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, bullfighting.
I know. We was gonna circle back around on that. No, actually, bro, I didn't know that was a thing in Marion. I think my stepdad's, because he's from Louisiana, his people, they're bullfighters. down
Really?
there. Yeah. Yeah, well, he
Back
had.
my statement.
Yeah, no.
See, bullfighting's actually becoming its own sport now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what I did.
There's a lot of black bullfighters too.
Oh,
but-
for sure. Like there's some good guys out there.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, actually, you know, the term cowboy, we were cowboys,
Who? We?
black people.
Oh, okay.
That's where you get that term from. That's where you get that term from because
Cowboys?
yeah, cowboy. It was supposed to have been a derogatory term. They were saying cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Like boy,
Yeah,
cowboy.
oh, okay,
Yeah, it was
okay.
I guess.
But we was just the toughest motherfuckers around. So you know they wanted to be cowboys too. That's how we got that. But no, yeah, Eric's people. Because I remember when I was little, he had like some whips and some a few other things, and they had some pictures. And I was like, "Who's that?"
Damn them.
No,
whips.
not them type of whips.
Bro,
Not them
them
type of
whips
whips.
wasn't for the. I'm sorry to tell you, cuz.
And I'm like,
it's a handed down fairly heirloom.
yeah, I'm like, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's my cousins. I think it was Avery now. Avery, because I had met them, and he was like, yeah, they're all bullfighters. He's like, yeah, they're all cowboys down there in southern Louisiana and Texas. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I didn't know that.
But in Marion, so Jeff, I mean, you probably know him, but I don't know him. But Jeff Gibson that cut up my shop. It was some dude that was coming up there that they were bullfighters.
That's me.
That was you that was coming up there
Yeah.
earlier this year, and Jeff was about to do it too.
Yeah, he wanted me to get him to come
Yeah.
out to Hayden.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Hey.
That was you coming to my shop.
Yeah.
All love to you, bro, but I don't see you out there running, Jeff.
No,
And he never did it.
No, he wasn't gonna fight. He wanted to try to ride, and I was
Okay.
like,
I don't see you doing that either.
Hayden, you know Robin Townsend, you do a lot out with Ridgedale, so she's the one that runs the bus garage out there.
Okay.
Well, her son Hayden Townsend's my lifelong best friend. Well, he
Yeah.
got into riding because of me,
Yeah.
and he took off.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he was about to be PBR level tour.
Yeah.
Unfortunate choices and mistakes, stuff happens, and it messed his legs up. And now but anyway, now he's promoting rodeos and stuff like that. Well, right out there in Morrill,
Yeah.
every Wednesday and Sunday, he actually puts on a little school. You can come out there and pay
Yeah.
for barrel time, or
Yeah, that's what Jeff was saying.
yeah.
So wait, so what's the difference from bullfighting and riding?
Well, fighting, so that's kind of what I was saying. Like, you got cowboy protection, which is what I did. So,
So you was like one of the clown people?
see, that's what it would be back in the day. Nowadays, you got a barrel man,
Okay.
which is the guy pretty much there for entertainment. Bullfighters are there for protection. So, like, I wear a vest,
Yeah.
jersey, shorts,
Yeah.
cleats, or turf shoes, depending on what dirt you're on. But basically, the guy coming out riding, as soon as he comes off, my job is to get the bull's attention on me
Yeah.
so he can clear out.
Okay.
And like he gets hung up, get him off, stuff like
So
that.
you a bad motherfucker then.
Nah, see, I've been seeing a couple videos of him getting tossed to the stars, so I don't know.
Hey, I ain't say he was a fast motherfucker. I just say he was so
bad.
Yeah. If you out there with the
No
bulls, you
fear.
gotta be bad. Like, you just ain't fast. Don't just catch
No,
you.
it really, like, that's, I mean, like I said, it just kind of, that part, the scaredness of it, that comes, if you ain't scared to do it, you're a liar. Like, there's no way every single one of them dudes, I don't care if you're a pro or whatever, I mean, there's no rule, like, you don't have I mean, you got a helmet, you're in a hockey helmet, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I've seen dudes get kicked in the face in those things, and it didn't matter, those were on. Like, it saved them from dying, but it didn't save them from being in the hospital in the coma, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So, it's just that's what I've always liked about it. Same with powerlifting. Like I said the other day, you can't fake that shit. Like there's no I'm gonna throw 400 on and I can make it look like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You can't get into a fist fight and somebody punch you in the mouth. You're either gonna do it or
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah.
Same with bullfighting. That Cadillac's running at you.
Yeah.
What are you gonna? You gonna go to the fence or are you gonna go around him? Like what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've heard you say Cadillac. This I think like 2 or 3 times now, just in talking, you know, just in stories and stuff like that. Is that like an actual term for a bull?
No, it's
or is
just
it
like-
just like this?
I say it like as a weight
big old-
category. So like you're more like a Honda Civic, you got the 1,400 pounds type,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But it's just
I must be the Denali.
I don't know, man. You look like a Mini Cooper to me.
Hey, chill out. You looking like a Grom over there.
Your girl said I'm looking like a snack.
I didn't even.
Big Mac with
Podcast's
cheese.
over, bro. Show's over.
Big Mac with cheese. Extra mac sauce.
We gonna talk after this. My family watches this, bro. Did you? So I know you. He like tried to talk you into getting on a bull,
I
right?
did get on a bull.
You did. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gigantic steer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes.
It was a big steal. Okay, it was all right.
I don't know either.
A steer is going to come out and kind of do this a lot slower, you know,
Okay.
and they're usually not going to try to run you over when you hit the ground.
Okay.
You steer more like beef steer, stuff like that.
Okay. So it was more like a Prius that you was on. You were like a Prius.
He did the practice at Macarena one night, and he did it. He got on there and did it. And it's a feeling, man.
I want to say that gotta be a rush, bro.
Oh, it
Let's
is.
do it.
Man, I'm too old to be out
Hey,
there.
dude.
Now you too old for shit, bro.
fam,
Every
it's-
time I say
fam,
some age shit,
hey,
you
fam,
young.
You see me over there,
It's
what was-
3:40 right now. Hayden starts bucking bulls in 20 minutes.
You trying to get some
Pack
footage?
up the That's just gonna say pack up the equipment.
Fam, you see me the other day? We did them the dumbbell squats, and my whole hip popped in half. Imagine what it's going to do. I'm jumping on a bull.
I said we got lunges, dumbbell lunges, and he put his foot out, put the other foot back, and he.
Man,
He's like, let me put these weights down real quick.
My favorite Dov moment that we've had since I've been there is when we were using that earthquake bar, and he walked in and was like, "Let me get on." You're like, "What weight do you want?" "Oh, I'll just use this for a warm up." And he laid down and was like, he ragged and was like, "I'm good."
listen, to my defense, you know I'm going through a shoulder injury, first of all. And second of all, they handed it to me while I was already shaking.
That's a lie.
It wasn't even still.
That's a lie, bro.
Still,
We was talking about your handout this morning. Matter of fact, you don't take one.
Oh yeah, I've
just
told
go
you
straight
that
out,
100
straight
times.
down.
It scares
But
me, dude.
then somebody listen. That time I'll never forget it. I knew what you was talking about too. It was shaking when they handed it out to me, fam. And my shoulder. I think for real, I ain't recovered from that since. My shoulder's still been hurt.
He was over there shaking like a
the
stripper.
first time I
Shaking
ever
like some
used
craps, like some dice, for real.
First time I ever used that
7-Eleven.
bar, boy.
Oh, shit.
You know, in Jonah's gym that something's gonna be bad when he's like, "You've never done this, have you?" And
Man.
he looks at everybody else and they're like, "No," and he's like, "I was gonna."
Yeah, that's the best part. When we first got that earthquake bar, I was just excited to get underneath it, like have everybody else get underneath it,
Yeah.
and watch them. I still think to this day Mike was the funniest.
Yeah, you sent me that video. That was hilarious. I showed that. I remember when you sent me that video, bro. I was dying laughing, bro. That was hilarious. That was
He was all over the place, bro.
Mike did some of the first funniest stuff I seen in there. That when he had, I mean, that wasn't really funny when he dropped that bar.
I knew you was
but I
gonna
was just
say
like,
it.
I was just like, God,
Yeah, wasn't that like
It was
335 pounds?
Yeah, it was-
315 or 325.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I think it was more than that, bro, because I think he was about to go for 400. Remember, he was about to lift because he had lifted when he first came. He had put out like 375 quick.
So when he first came in off the couch, this dude did 245 for like 10, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? And then the next week he come in and did like 275 for like 8. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is underneath them Nike sweat jumpsuits that you wearing, bro?
Your pump cover.
Man. And I want to say it was like 315 or 325 because George was there when it happened, and I was utterly embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it dropped on his chest, G was like, "Oh my God, why don't you guys have what? This is why I told you need to have your guys spotting. This is why I told you. And I was like, I know. And then people just nine times out of 10, I gotta tell at least one person, hey, get to the side. Because I have one person today. I ain't gonna name his name, but everybody else know who it is. I had one person today. He was side spot with the damn hands in his pockets.
Yeah.
I said, take your hands out of your pockets. And he just kind of looked at me, and it ran through my head of, okay, after the meet, we're gonna do this is why you spot day. and I'm just going to take 135 and drop it on your chest. Okay? Like, no bullshit. That's what ran through my mind. It was like, I'm just going to hand it out to you. You're going to let go of it, and I'm going to drop it on you.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll put some hands underneath the bar when people benching.
Yeah.
And if
What
you
I dropped
don't,
on my
it'll kill
chest
you.
like a couple of months ago, what was it? Like 185?
No, you had over 2 plates on it.
Yeah.
You had over 2 plates. You had at least 235.
And you're just unracking it. And that's what. And when
That
you have
shit-
the bands on it too, because it was on
I
a
had
Sunday,
bands
so
on
it's
it.
got
Yeah,
the mini
I had some
reds.
bands on it. Yeah, that shit hurt.
Shit slingshot.
My chest hurt for probably like at least 3 weeks for that.
Rich just came back today.
Yeah.
Rich just came back today, and he was still taking it a little slow. I made him do more reps, lightweight. But the bands, I think, is what makes it so much worse when it drops on your chest
Yeah.
because now it's moving faster than gravity intended.
That's what. Yeah.
So you've got, the tension plus the weight, but it's pulling it
Yeah.
down. And then
Yeah.
it's not like with a regular
Like a
bar.
magnet on your chest.
Thor's hammer coming down on you, because them bands, they just want to stay down. So
Yeah.
as soon as they hit your chest, it just keeps pulling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when it happened to Rich, I tried grabbing it. And I'm trying to yank up on it. It took
Well, I
my
froze.
fingers
I
to
was
get it.
videotaping it, and when it hit, I'm like, and then the bar's still laying there, and I'm like, oh. When I reached over,
And there were spotters right there when that happened.
yeah.
But it just gets to the point where just being in there, what somebody can lift, and you're there spotting them, but you're like, oh, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Just in your head, you didn't see them do this 1,000 times.
And that's what, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what I always say. Like, well, they can get this. I'm like,
Yeah.
until they just anything. Like I
Yeah.
said to him, he was doing Spoto press or something one night, and we all know that he can put 2 plates on and pretty much throw it in the air if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And he unracked it, and it buckled.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Man.
Yeah, anything can happen at any time in there, man. It's better to be. It's kind of like when you're carrying a gun. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to spotters, I'd rather have them there
Yeah.
and not need them than be on the bench crying. So, but coming back around, we keep going to this meet. What kind of numbers are you looking at there, boss? Because I ain't gonna lie, you an up and coming prospect here. Okay, I ain't gonna pump you up too much, but the man made some tremendous jumps very quickly, and I attribute.
He's juicing.
Oh my God, you got a juicer at the house? Damn.
He's not natty.
He on that watermelon juice and grapes and
give me that
bananas.
ingredient.
Man, Mike's
Carrots, is that what that is?
Mike's secret sauce, like in Space Jam.
Mike's secret sauce.
But you've progressed very quickly in this. One, because I think you have a natural talent for it. You have obviously the body type for it. You have the drive for it, and then you're young, man. Andrew Haas, young cat, killing it. You guys are so, you're able to recover so much faster, so you're able to put those numbers up. But so what kind of, this would be your first powerlifting meet ever, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you plan on doing? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna say I got a book at the house that I've been writing my totals, like what I'll do at the gym, little inspirational quote, like stuff like that.
I can do it!
Yeah.
Exclamation point!
But also I have my goals of what I want to try to get at the meet. I would say like my squat, I'm already past that by 5 pounds. Like
Nice.
I wanted to try for 6, and I got 605.
Nice.
I'm gonna say deadlift. I thought I'd be able to do a lot more, but when we did max deadlift
Last Monday.
I'm like almost like 100 pounds of what I wanted to try to get at the meet.
Okay, which was
650.
you wanted to pull 650? Okay.
I'm gonna say for bench, I wanted to try to do 350. I'm gonna say right now I'm at 325.
Okay. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is it's doable because like at my last 2 meets, I have actually PR'd at every single lift. So, my best ever in a meet was 700, and then I went down to West Virginia. I did 705, and I hadn't had 700 in my hands in the gym before that. Same thing when it came to squat. Like I had never squatted anything over I think 815. In the last meet I did 844, and then nothing over 650 on deadlift, and I pulled 694. So I feel like you should be, and actually I literally just heard Greg Panora talking about this. You should be getting PRs at your meet. You know, your meet numbers should be bigger.
The adrenaline in the room alone just have you pumped up.
And
Between the adrenaline
for CNS too.
Between the adrenaline and the time that you get in between lifts, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the gym, you should be busting ass. You should, you know, it always threw me off when people would be like, well, my best in the gym is better than best in a meet. And to me, that don't make sense to me. Because like I said, you've got the adrenaline meet, you've got the time in between, you know, rests, in between attempts. And then in the gym, that's supposed to be cut down tremendously because you're supposed to be in shape and getting more in shape during that time in the gym. So, you know, a PR for the meet is absolutely doable. And I think it's more doable than it is in the gym. Because one thing, even on our max effort days, I feel like we are still kind of at a quick tempo. Like, you know, we might have 6 people, sometimes 7 people in rotation. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, they're back up again to take another max effort, you know? Like, and that's good because come meet day, you guys don't know it, and, you know, you don't know it yet, but come meet day, you're going to be like, boom, I just hit, you know, 300, and normally I'd be back up in less than 5 minutes.
Right.
Shit, I got 10, maybe 12 minutes to rest up, but yeah, okay, throw 50 on there, throw 40 on there, you know? So I'm excited for you guys, you know, to get this first experience, get the jitters out of the way. That's a big thing when people start competing or they say they want to compete.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they want to compete. Matter of fact, there's a cat here in Marion who was talking all kinds of crazy stuff that he was going to be competing at the XPC, and I just got the roster. And boy, your name ain't on there. All right?
Buddy, we seen the other day? Your people?
Nah, ain't my people. Nah, not him. But you know who I'm talking about. I'll tell you off camera. Yeah, I just tell people when you want to compete, you just got to go do it. Mm-hmm. Just go do it. Don't care about your first time numbers. Just go there with the goal is to finish. Don't bomb. Just finish. You know. So this is going to be a great learning experience for you guys. And I think you're going to turn out some PRs. And then it's going to be one of those things like every time I compete, my drive goes up just a little bit more. Like, damn, I hit this number. Where am I at in the rankings? Okay, bet. Yeah, when's the next one? You know what I mean?
See,
when's
I
the
can
next
see
one?
that 'cause shit, just going and watching meets made us like it that much more. Like moving that down there in Kentucky, that was fun to go watch.
Yeah. So what's the total that you want? I didn't calculate it up.
I'm gonna say the total would have been like 1,600 in total.
That's a good, yeah. Raw?
Yes.
Raw, yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good total, man. That'll be a good total. What about you? What do you got the numbers that's in mind?
Not good. Not the ones that I want to be at. I mean, my deadlift is up higher than I thought it would be. I hit 435 the other night. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to pull 4 plates. That was just all I really wanted to do that night. So and even that, I felt like I could have went probably another 5 pounds on. Mm-hmm. I might have passed out.
That was the thing is you never gave up on the weight. It was a grind, but it was a smooth grind.
Right.
There's differences, you know. Like when you start grinding on a weight, especially a deadlift, you got the people that start shaking and start losing their shit. You know, yours was a
I think that
consistent.
comes with it too. Like talking to Snooki and all them the other night, you guys talked about the pressure, the squat suit going dark, and you learn. And that's like what I said. Like the other night, like I told him I went to 405 and I felt the air. You know, I felt the grind right there. So I knew stepping up to 435 that it was going to get dark.
Yeah,
like I knew that. So it was gonna. I was going through like it was coming up or I was going out. You know what I mean? So like I told you. I really knew how close I was when I hit back down and I heard, I think it was Lil Wayne or something, start vibrating instead of singing. And I was like, that's not how that song goes. So I just stood there for a second.
Yeah.
But that felt good. My bench, I learned to love bench a lot. Like that's probably where I'm most comfortable. I hit 280. I think it probably should have been 295.
Yeah.
The way I jumped that night. You know,
Yeah.
the wife, God love her, she tried to spot me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We got up to 250, and that handoff got a little rough. So
I was gonna say that night is a good indicator of like where you're at, but not the best indicator
Right.
of where you're at, because he was like, hey, he texted me. He's like, hey, I just hit 250.
250, yeah.
I just hit 250, which was a PR.
It was my PR by 5 pounds.
Yeah, I just hit 250. And he sent it to me. I was like, damn, that shit was smooth.
It was 255.
I'm like, you could definitely go up, you know? And he's like, well, it's the wife here. How far out are you? And I ain't gonna lie, I was lying. I'm like, 10 from the house. And I'm like, not even at the babysitter's yet. But I was just trying to get him to stay warm.
Stay warm.
You know, just to stay warm.
Well, because like I put 165 on. I hit it, or 180 for one of the two. And then I went to 2 plates, so it was 235. And I could feel Kaylee struggling a little bit to pull off. I went to 250, and even then I was like, should I wait? I was like, nah, she's got it. And that handoff got sketchy, and it went a little low, and I was like, went to the stomach, and I got it up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Joan on the next one. And then so I unloaded it. I actually did, I think, 8 reps of 130 or 155 again.
Yeah.
And then you got there, and we stacked up. But I missed 275 the first time.
Did you miss it, and then I threw something at like, what, a little 5 pounds?
No, we ran it again.
Okay.
And then we started going up from 5s from there. So I just feel like the jump could have been,
Yeah, the jump's definitely could have been bigger.
I actually, like I said, my first meet, which at the time was planned for January 13th. So obviously I got a couple more, but the plan was to have at least 1,000 total. You know, nothing crazy with me just getting into it. But I know there's no such thing as a gym total. Dave Tate. But in the gym, my total would be 1,100 right now.
Okay.
With what I'm at. So my squat, I'd like to hit at least 405. Like I think it should be there. I thought it should have been there last time.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Everything else I feel like would be smooth. The squat is what I'm worried about. So
yeah,
hopefully it goes smooth, and I feel a lot better with Snooki and all them, and so.
Yeah, going down there, like I've said in the past, and we've talked about before in the past too, when we talked to Tim over at CrossFit.
You're a CrossFit.
Yeah, over at Pure Function. You know, coaches have coaches. Well, let me take it back. Good coaches have coaches. Then you have coaches that think that they know everything, and they think that their way is the only way, and they think that that's what they know is what you should do, and that's it. They don't need no further learning. But you guys have noticed when we go down to the doghouse, Snooki's like, what are you thinking? I'm like, you tell me. Like I'm here because you competed at the WPO. I'm here because you squatted more than me and you weigh tremendously less than me. I'm here because you know more than me. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah, humble.
Humbly. So going down there, getting different views, and I know it. Like when we get in there and we're just getting into our training, I'm thinking about what I got going on, and then I got 5, 6 other people, asking me about what they got going on, and sometimes I miss some stuff, or just like little tweaks, and we go down there and they're able to take a different look at it, and have more eyes on it. And just learn. It's such a learning sport.
Yeah, if you're humble enough to learn, and like that's what I'm saying. Like if you just listen to somebody, like it just the way, and he's so confident about the way he relays his information. And again, like even with you, we don't turn down weight in the gym. So like even him, like how you, he's like, oh, we'll go here, and you're like, all right. And same with like the other night. He's like, well, that last set he went to 3 plates, and then me it was 2 1/4. He's like, you think you got 2 1/4? I'm like, well, yeah. So yeah, of course I got 2 1/4. Like I'm not gonna say no.
You brought it up. So try it.
But it does. It's just why not listen to somebody who's obviously getting there? They're in the WPO. You know what I mean? Like they're reputable.
Yeah.
So why not just humble yourself enough to learn? And like every time I've left there, I felt 100% better. And like what really shows is like even with Andrew, he's so sure about where he wanted to squat, and Snooki putting him on that wide stance and just transforming the way he squatted. Even Andrew was like, wow. Like
Yeah. It just sometimes it takes a different voice. It's a different voice from people.
Right. Well, and like I said, he just has this.
Is it time to take your pills,
Yeah,
Pop?
it's just time to feed dogs. That's my bad.
Where do you see yourself, or where do you want to go with this? What's the end goal for you?
I'm gonna be here until I'm 75. That's what I even told Kaylee that last night. Like, who's that? What's that? She's an older lady. I think she started in her 50s, but she lifted in the WPO. But this was back in 2019. Gail something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But she's like, I'm like, see, I'm doing this shit till I'm 65.
I think she trains with Luke. I think she trains with Luke
see,
Edwards.
the one I watched her on was obviously, this was a 2019 ESP because that's the coolest one to watch.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to do. Just like he said, like, there's no getting out. Like, this is what we want to do. And then I'm doing the schooling for the body tempering. You know, hopefully it opens doors. You know, down the road.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So like to kind of further go in on that question, it's, you know, obviously you want to be here for a long time. You want to, you know, the longevity of it. But do you have specific goals that you want to hit? Like for me personally, it's competing in the WPO, eventually finding somewhere. This is Dave Hoff's fault. Eventually finding somewhere where I can get an all-time world record. I think I'm going to have to bust down to 242 class for that to be a thing, because Hoff has taken over the 275 and 308. But, you know, get an all-time world record and kind of make it to where people don't have to ask about me, they know about me. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to look up my name. They already know my name when they talk powerlifting. So that's kind of what, you know.
Jonah who?
Man, you know. Ask your girl.
I did, and she doesn't know.
Because I told her my name is different. I'm Dave.
it's Lexi in her phone. If you
Damn it. Hey, I am scam likely. You feel me?
But no, like there was a time when I first started training where I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing? I said, like, it was just, I hit that block where it was just like, you're gonna work through it or you're not. And now, like, I've went over it, and I've kind of, like I said, I wanted to get into gear. I've bothered you about it for months until you finally gave in. But I want to eventually, at some point in my life, I'd like to qualify for the WPO, and like I'll do it. And like I've told you this since the day before that I messaged you, like I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And so that's the ultimate goal. But like short term goals, I got to rethink a little, because like I'm crushing those faster than I ever thought I would. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what changed my prospect. Like, man, I could do this. Like if I really put time into it and do this right, I can qualify for this someday. Like if I really do it. So
yeah. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of people, so they always say your powerlifting peak years are 28 to 34.
See, that's what you told me when we went down to Kentucky, and that's what at first I'm like, man, I'm too old for this shit. Like, just start doing this. I'm like, Jonah's already
Still got a
huge.
year left.
I'm like, Jonah's already huge. Like, what the hell? Like, he's young. He's already huge. Like, now I'm just the gatekeeper of 740s. But I feel competitive now, right? So, like, I can actually keep up with people and stuff like that, whereas before it was like, oh, Mason got one set and that was a great workout.
So, and now what about you, man? What do you see the end goal being? Or, you know, we've kind of had that same talk. What's the end goal for you?
I'm gonna say kind of like what you said. Like I want to try to go for WPO and like possibly, like you said, set some records if it's ever possible.
Yeah. It's definitely possible, man. It's,
Especially with your age, you're so young.
Yes, you're still technically can be in the junior class,
Yeah, you
you
got
know, up
junior
until
world records
23. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it. It all just comes down to how bad you want it. Like when I was young, I was a big record chaser. In high school, I wanted the Ohio State for 250 class record for high school. You know, took that, and then I wanted the Michigan APF state record, took that. Then wanted the APF national junior record, took that. And then I just went straight into open after that. And then I found out like a year or two later, somebody took my national record. when they were 23, and I was still, I think I was 22, but I just went straight into the open because the way that I was brought up was, why are you getting into those subdivisions, you pussy? Let's go over there and you be in the open. Just get in the open. Go compete against the real guys, So.
That one wasn't Louis talking. You could tell because it wasn't Wheezy sound.
Yeah.
Everybody that ever impersonates him has the same voice.
So, but there's definitely possibilities for it, man. You just gotta look for them and push for them, But like I said, the all-time world records, man, they're out there. Records aren't meant to be kept; they're just shared. Records are meant to be broken. So. It's doable, dude. It's definitely doable. Definitely doable. Dav, what's your end goal on all this? Because you about 20 weeks out from your show, big girl.
I'm about 19 and a half now.
Rolled in with a Mickey D's bag. I didn't know if you was sponsored by him or what was going on.
Pre-workout carbs,
Yeah, they just get sponsored. I bulk on Sunday, so that's my bulking meal.
It's called a cheat days.
No, but right now, my shoulder's messed up.
Oh, my God.
My hips messed up. My knee started hurting.
When your AARP card come in.
You know what I'm saying? I still got a few years for that. But no, honestly, like I said, I started messing with Rianne.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I got a program from her. We've been working on that. Like I said, I got in the gym with you. You gave me a bodybuilding program. And so I've really been messing with her, just trying to cut weight.
Yeah.
Get to where I need to be. Like I said, I'm really trying to get down to like 185 for real. So I got some weight to lose. I'm like 240 now. I lost a couple pounds. I started at 270 when I first started. So I got down to 245 in 6 months.
Yeah.
Just in the gym. But it just shows me like the body that I really want is not in the gym. It's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the hard part of it. That's
the hard part, bro. Like, I lifted for a year straight. I lifted from the first week of January of 2023, like a full year, lost 30 pounds. Looked a little different, but not how I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And then, started off this year, diet still horrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I said this week, I really gotta, because I feel like my intensity in the gym has gotten better. As far as what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? A lot different in powerlifting. I'm not really chasing I never was really chasing a powerlifting dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see what my limits was. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so I got up to 345 bench.
Yeah, and I do remember that was one of the things that you were like, I want them 3 wheels.
Yeah, I wanted 3. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to 3, it's like, obviously you got people that lift way heavier than that, but that 3 plates, that shit's heavy.
No, that's a different.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's another caliber right there.
It is.
What it says, 0.001% of men can lift 3 plates.
No, I'm like 6, 7 zeros out, so I don't be paying attention to the zeros.
225. It's like. It's less than some 5% or something of the world.
But I'm not gonna lie, that 3 plates, I can feel that in my nuts. Like when I lift, real. When I put on 3 plates, bro, I feel it in my nuts. My nuts hurt.
It's different. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got I was trying to hernia.
I was trying to skate past that shit.
So I'm like,
you wouldn't have let me.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a heavy weight to me. So I was like. I thought I wanted 4 plates after this 3 plates. I think I'm good with this 3 plates. Right?
Popping
my nuts was only feeling the 3 plates. So I ain't feeling the 4.
I'm feeling the 3.
But I feel like 3 plates is I feel like you're crazy, man. Oh no, we just went on a 30-second stand on your balls, bro. But the 3 plates is different. Because I feel like anybody that just regularly hits the gym can end up getting 2 plates.
Yeah, 2 is like...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I was in high school...
You got to train to hit 3.
Yeah. When I was in high school, if you was 2 plates, you was a monster. Damn, we just did
250 was a huge deal in high school.
You guys went to some pussy schools.
Chill out, man. But then it's with squat, too. So I got up to 5, I think 500. I didn't hit 5 plates, though. So what's 5 places what?
495.
495. Did I hit 5 plates? Well, I got to 485. I got the 485.
Are you sure? Because I thought you was right there. I thought you hit 5 plates
No,
and you put a little
because
bit more
that's the
on.
same night that Mike did hit 5, ain't it?
No,
Did Mike hit 5?
no, Mike ain't never. I think Mike just. I don't think Mike hit 4 plates.
Mike has hit 4
Yeah.
plates. It was one of them random ass workouts that
Yeah.
he came in and did after we was done.
That's
But
what
I think
Andrew
the 5
always
plates,
talks about. He's like, I gotta get my bench up. I'm sick of Mike coming in here after not being here for a month and bench pressing more than me.
I think the 5 plates was the night that Wiesel fucked you up.
It was. That was 5 plates that night.
He's getting under the bar, getting ready, and Wiesel go, "That's too many plates."
And I was like, damn, that is a lot of plates. That is too many plates. That was 5 plates that night. That was 5 plates. So
But you
then,
was still recovering from the Hemi,
yeah, I was.
and you still, your shoulder was bothering you.
All
You
the
feel me?
above. And it's the same with, so I was like at the same with my deadlift too. So I was like right at 5 plates with my deadlift. But then the Hemi took me out. For real, that Hemi took me out. I was chasing a powerlifting dream
You was.
until that
The
Hemi.
Hemi.
And after you feel that, and I had that for like 6 weeks.
What the hell's a Hemi?
I had a hemorrhoid, man.
Okay.
Listen,
That ain't a truck.
yeah, I had that for like 6 weeks, bro.
Yeah,
And after that,
Was it you get hit by a truck?
I never want that feeling again.
yeah.
That was probably the worst feeling I ever had in my life,
I ain't gonna lie, it made me scared of him.
bro.
Like when you was talking about it, I was like,
I was asking God, like, why would you, like, why would you invent this thing? Like, what was the point of? What's the
sitting
point
there
of?
asking what you did.
Yeah, like, what's the point of a hemorrhoid? Like, it has no purpose in life.
You think the guy like took one day just randomly and was like, I'm gonna create the stuff like
Let me make
mosquitoes.
let me make your booty meat hang out. Well, yeah, I was chasing. I forgot about that, man. But yeah, after that happened, I was like, yeah, this powerlifting ain't from. I'm about to switch to bodybuilding. I ain't gotta lift that much heavy weight. I just gotta eat good.
Man, then you just like, man, now I want to stand in front of a bunch of people in a Speedo.
Yeah. I do it all the time anyway. You know, man. go to Great Wolf Lodge and speed.
This show done took a hard left there.
Can you imagine
I could just see your
You
ass
take the
standing
kids
over
to the
there.
Great Wolf Lodge. We walk out in Speedo.
No. So your boy Chris, I just talked to him the other day.
This is good. This is good.
That's great.
You're having fun.
Hey, I talked to Chris the other day. He didn't drop some weight. He looking good. He got that trainer, Corey.
Yeah. Brandon Cole.
Brandon Cole, yeah. So he got a trainer now. He's looking good, man. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I could tell, because like he was saying, remember he was saying exactly what I was telling you that me and him was going through. Mm-hmm. It was just in a process where we were just going to the gym, and I wasn't feeling no bigger. Like I wasn't getting sore from the workouts. I wasn't like. I was working out twice, you know what I'm saying? I was coming back to 740 just to like get a fucking blow. Because it was like I couldn't chill out, man.
Pause.
I couldn't feel like it was that pump wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? And we were like, and we was in there doing, I mean, we had like 7, 8, sometimes 10 movements, you see what I'm saying? It was like, but you see he said the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So
it takes something. Excuse me, like we was just saying earlier, you got to be humble to take a step back and realize that you still got to be coached.
Yeah.
You know, you still got to be coached. I seen him Saturday. He was telling me about how he was like he had a big meal because he was allowed to eat more carbs and more calories. He's like, and it like blew him up to like, from like, what did he say? Like, he was like 205, blew him up to like 213. And then he had another meal or something like that. Like the next day, he was like 200. Yeah, I was like, "Give me what you eating, because I need that 13-pound drop real quick."
That's what's nuts is like people don't realize that's my favorite thing. It's like, how do I lose weight? I'm eating this, and this. I'm gonna eat more of it. And they're like,
yeah, that's one of the,
like if you're gonna eat 1,200 calories, 1,800 calories. Let's say like a nice decent cup, probably around 800 or 1,800. That's a lot of food. In healthy food, like I can go get a Big Mac and fries and knock out 1,500 calories right now.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do chicken and rice and like that's a lot of food, you know.
Yeah.
And plus, then you want to be eating every 2 hours something to get your metabolism to keep working.
Well, if I had the money, man, I'd just be eating Five Guys all the time. Cause
Man, a $30 burger.
Yeah,
man,
we went there the
Andrew
other
said,
night.
yeah, we was there Friday night. Andrew said that it was 2,000 calories that he got like out of his burger or whatever.
Dang.
I'm like, damn, that's a lot.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
little secret code. You go to Five Guys a lot?
Not really.
Oh, dude, Jonah didn't even tell us this bullshit before he ordered it either.
Oh, yeah.
This little secret code. Because I saw it on Instagram. I didn't know if it was a true thing or not. So I even asked the lady. I was like, I heard that you guys can put. Is this true? So you can actually ask to have them make your burger on grilled cheese. So like they do, because they make grilled
he's been
cheese.
doing it for years, dude.
So it's, yeah, but they got grilled cheese bread.
Yeah.
So they just put your patties on that. So
Oh,
it's
yeah, like a
4
melt.
pieces of cheese. Yeah, it's like a melt. Yeah.
Another thing is
It was fire.
The fries they give, man. They give you a cup of fries. They put a whole nother cup in the bags.
Yeah, and you got to get the
touch
Cajun
them.
fries too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been a few times, but it's just you got to go all the way to Polaris. You know what I'm saying?
We were on the
Like,
way back from the doghouse, and we drive 30 miles an hour, and cars crashed on the side of the highway all down.
oh yeah, what Friday was
Bro,
horrible.
Fridays
Oh,
is horrible. Nobody knows. I'm getting mad as hell driving down the road, and I'm just like,
y'all was in the Prius.
yeah.
We got
And
me,
I'm like-
him, and Andrew in the back.
Yeah.
Andrew's being Andrew back there.
Yeah.
Bro, we're driving, and I'm
Sexual
just like,
harassing everybody.
He's like, man,
talk about his
I
balls
gotta
and
have
everything.
space, man. He's like, I gotta sit like this the whole time, guys. And we're like, you're not doing that.
Andrew,
Like,
you're 103 pounds.
that's what we
Suck
said.
it,
We're like,
man.
victim weight sits in the middle, dude.
But we're driving, man, and I'm just like looking. I'm like, just none of the, like, all these people on the road right now. That this is their first winter in Ohio. Learn how to drive, bro.
And you started swerving.
Hell no, I know how to drive in that weather, bro.
What was
It
funny is it
drives
was
me
all
nuts.
sports cars, like the nicest cars you've seen. That's all them that were crashed. Everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, why you out? Why you out? You got a Pontiac Sunfire out
Yeah.
here. You got or Spitfire, whatever it's called. And you had we passed at least 3 or 4 Mustangs. You know,
Who yelled something about seeing
Andrew
Andrew-
said that he saw a McLaren.
Yeah, he's like, that was a McLaren. I'm like, that was not. That might have been a Lotus, maybe. Like,
So, and of course, my girl don't know nothing about cars. So she was like, Andrew thought that he was talking. She was talking to her dad, and she was like, Andrew thought that he saw a Lamborghini, and I was like, yeah, McLaren. She's like, no, it was a Lamborghini. I'm like, it's a McLaren Lamborghini. Like, stop. Oh, I had no idea. Sorry, babe. But yeah, there was man. Friday sucked.
oh,
back.
dude, it was nuts because we got to the gym and it wasn't nothing.
It wasn't that bad.
We lifted, walked outside, and it was like, I mean, 2 inches,
Yeah,
like nothing.
So my Kingston had a game and it wasn't bad, and then when we left, it was like 7:20, and it was just like horrible. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The truck. So we had to go get. We left Ridgedale. I had ordered some Donatos. Bro, it took
What
like
day was this? It doesn't sound like it was on Sunday.
it was a meat lover. So it was my protein day.
I ain't gonna lie. I want some Donatos now that you
Listen,
talk about it.
hitting.
Man.
Bro, it took like 35 minutes to get to the, because I was like behind the slowest people driving. I'm like you said, like, bro, this happens every year.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I spun out. So
Did you really?
Like, so we had to go get
Sucker.
Man, we had to go get my daughter's friend because they had their championship game Saturday morning, and they live by us. So, but out there, like by Elgin a little bit, and I had to go around that roundabout. Bro, I was only going like 10 miles an hour, and I'm going around, and it wouldn't let me keep turning. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to go straight. Then I tried to turn left on my street to go back around to her house.
Yeah.
and I'm going down the overpass right there, and I'm trying to stop, bro. It would not stop.
Oh, that's the scary.
Yeah, so I like had to go past that, go all the way back down Marion Williamsport, come back around, and I literally had to creep around that roundabout going like 5 miles an hour just to make that turn.
Yeah. There was a semi that was jackknifed up on.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
like stuck behind it, just trying to get up the.
Well, because you know how the exit to 23 from, what is that, 270, you know, it's like kind of a little on the hill, very small slant. But people were stopping.
Yeah.
And then like the whole thing was iced out.
Yeah.
So like they would stop and then they'd start spinning. And I'm like, watch this, people. Just don't stop.
Bro,
just don't stop.
It's scarier than you think, bro. Like being in, so like pulling that 40-foot trailer and like snowy, slushy, like, because honestly, semi drivers like because I went and got my CDL, and they like we're really safer than y'all. The regular civilians make it hard to drive.
Oh, I believe it.
Like a semi driver is like.
yeah.
You're watching everything, and you can see. You're sitting up so high, you can see all the way down there. You know what I'm saying?
But you
see,
got in your blind spots. That's what people hiding in your blind spots.
you see everything, and you're being extra careful. But like regular people driving is what makes it hard. So like, there was a time I was taking some rebar down to Columbus, bro, and it was kind of like icy roads, and somebody jumped in front of me. Like I'm getting off on the exit. It was one of them left hand exits too. You know what I'm saying? And somebody jumps over. And I seen it happening though, but it was so icy. I'm like, oh fuck, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
When I say from hitting this bumper,
We ain't canceled.
listen, I'm talking about, bro.
Scrap
That was
the
this.
whole thing.
I'm like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to wreck. And I knew I was about to wreck. I knew, but it's like the person in front of me seen it and just. But he couldn't move, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I knew I was like, and I called my girl right after that. I'm like, I was just about to wreck this truck.
You gotta bring me an extra pair of shorts.
Yeah, I was like, literally, bro, like I'm about to wreck this truck, bro. And I'm like, this is scary because it's so much weight. Because you got to think, my trailer, that's a 40-foot trailer. I think the trailer weighed 10,000 pounds or 7 to 10,000 pounds. Then I had another 10,000 pounds on it, so 20,000 pounds I'm pulling. You know what I'm saying? But I have a e-brake and like electric brake and everything. But bro, pulling that in ice, you can't just come to a stop.
Yeah,
like it takes. I forget how many seconds they tell you in school, but it takes. I think 14. Well, that's loaded 40,000 pounds, but so it probably takes about at least 7 to 10 seconds, like to come to a complete stop.
Yeah, they were saying on that the new Ford Raptor, like the braking system, it's got like 800 horsepower off the lot. Yeah. And the brakes are terrible on it.
It's just like brakes for an F-150.
Yeah. So like they recommend as soon as
brakes.
you
Yeah, these fucking things.
But now, real quick, I want to circle back around to the bodybuilding.
740barbell.com. Don't forget the St. Patty's shirt coming.
Hey, you like that St. Patty's shirt?
Bro, I didn't realize what it was when you first sent it to me. It was like a glance on my watch, and I just looked at it because we was building that Kindle.
Oh, I already said I wanted in on that.
Yeah. Then when I looked, I'm like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, make sure y'all be checking out. It'll drop this week because I think I'm gonna change the saying on the top. I'm gonna tell you after. You tell me if we should change it or not. But he's saying no. But make sure y'all check out 740barbell.com, 740barbell.com, man. Check that out. The St. Patty's Day shirt's gonna be dropping because St. Patrick's Day is like less than a month out. Yeah. It's March 17th.
Yeah, I lose track of holidays. Now I'm an adult. Everything just runs together. I just know the second half of the year gets really fucking expensive.
Yeah, my kids like, we don't have school Monday. I'm like, why don't y'all have school?
What? Yeah,
y'all never
President's Day.
President's Day.
Aiden didn't have school, and he's like, hey, I was like, oh, I was trying to pump him up. Like, you ready for your game? He's like, yeah, but I don't have my jersey. I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, it's at the school. So we had to drive him out there on the day they didn't have school to go into school to get his jersey.
Yeah, because they have Friday off too. I think every school in the county had Friday off or
teacher something.
Teacher development day.
It's in service or something.
Yeah, but real quick on the bodybuilding thing because we got aspiring Davion over here on the big bodybuilding thing. So after their meet, we'll take the week off.
Yes, I'm natty if y'all were asking.
Listen, I know there ain't nothing natural about them chicken nuggets you was eating, so you got some kind of GMO in you.
Pink slime.
You know damn well you watched that movie in health class. What's that? Super size,
yeah.
Man, now I think about it, you are bald, bro. You lost your hair from all them.
What happened to yours?
Steroids. So after their meet, well, obviously we'll take a week off. We always take a week off after a meet, let our body recover, and then get back after it. But the next 5 weeks, we're actually going to do a bodybuilding cycle.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so I just wrote up our next training cycle, same 4 days. But I wrote it out. It's funny because, I sectioned it out like a bodybuilder would, and then I get to the Fridays and I'm like, man, leg day.
Don't be putting
Not that leg day we did.
I'm like, I'm about to have everybody in here throwing up.
You putting like Bulgarian split squats and shit in there.
I ain't gonna release it until the week of, man. But it's gonna suck. That's why I made it sure that it was on Friday. That way we can recover Saturday.
Friday
I'm gonna send you this.
anyways.
It's this leg workout that I just seen this guy doing. I just saved it because I'm like, damn. It's almost kind of like what we were doing, but it's just variations. Like, so if you want like cuts on the inner side, you know what I'm saying? If you want cuts at the top, you want cuts in the back. So he was just showing like where your leg placement needs to be, like how wide, how close. So
yeah,
I'm about to incorporate that in what I had going on too.
It's crazy. Toe placement. You'll even see on our program like toe placement on leg extensions.
Yeah,
like toes out this week.
So that's what
toes in this week.
Yeah, so that's what he was showing. He was showing like toes out, toes like back. You know what I'm saying? And and then like what is it like leg press? He was just showing like have them out for this, have them in for this, have them up for this, have them down for this, and so I was like, I'm about to incorporate that. Get my quads looking like now like a chick because their quads look way. But I don't even know a guy with some big quads no more. Like you get on IG,
me baby, come on.
You get on IG,
you're Quadzilla.
You get on IG, you're like, damn,
yeah.
Quad's crazy.
Yeah. Squeeze the breath out you.
Bust the watermelon.
Right now you busting grapes. That's what you.
Oh shit.
So I'm looking forward to that, man, because one, it's gonna be. I feel like a lot of people in the gym, in our gym, they, I was already into it. Nick was already into it, and then everybody else came in and. Everybody just jumped straight into the training cycle that we were running. So like you had to build your base off of your accessories, and we never really like fully focused on everybody's base being completely built. So that's what I feel like I focused on when I wrote this bodybuilding program for us for the next 5 weeks. I feel like everybody's base is going to be way more built up. We're going to have more muscle mass to recruit strength in. And size. And one thing that Greg Panora, he had mentioned some years ago, I think it was, he said, if you want to be a champion, you better look like a champion. So everybody's diets are going to be dialed in. Everybody's going to be, completely dialed. I mean, I'm having deja vu right now. It's throwing me off.
I was just super excited to not be dieting after the meet.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, man, but I feel better when I'm dieting, but I hate doing it.
Yeah, like that's why I've always
I
thought
want some
about
Donato's pizza right now, but I know when I go home, I'm gonna crack up in my damn chicken, steak, and rice.
It was the convenience of it for me. It's like if I let myself get too hungry, I ain't cooking nothing. Something's getting ordered. Like, if it gets too bad, because I get hangry, and Kaylee looked at me like, "Go eat now. You need to go eat something."
Yeah. Should we do before we hop off of here? Should I do a little kind of a promo for that thing on the desk right there? Man,
Go ahead.
This is what I'm gonna say about it. So listen, because now it's released. So I don't know if y'all be able to see it all the way over there. This is a new protein bar that's out. It's called Anna Bar. Clever naming. The Anna Bar, the newest flavor is Death by Peanut Butter, and let me tell you, man, you still ain't ate this. I should make you eat it right now.
I was letting it marinate.
I should make you eat this
Rip it in
now.
fours.
You wouldn't even ate that McDonald's. You ate that thing. That thing's good.
Let me rip it in fours. I don't know where your hand been. We'll rip it in. We'll rip it right in the package.
There you go. But
damn, you can smell it through the wrapper.
That's good.
man, so let me tell you guys, this is the best tasting protein bar you'll ever have, bar none. It's got 20 grams of protein in it, and they're a newer company. But here's the thing: if y'all are watching this is what I'm gonna ask you to do. If you get one,
Use the
Post it.
promo code Jonah
Post it.
or
Post
740
it.
barbell.
But tag either if you're on Instagram, tag the Push and Weight Show, tag Dav, tag me, tag the gym. Any one of those four, tag that.
Oh, I was supposed to wait for everybody else.
But tag the show, tag one of us in it, man, because this is a product that I can really stand behind. I really enjoy it. I really like it.
Delicioso.
Delicioso.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
You ain't know I knew Italian, huh?
You dumb as hell, bro. Over here speaking some Spanish.
That's Italian, man.
No, it is not, bro. What? Delicioso?
That's Italian. How you think
No, I
Italian
heard Dora say
Well, you
that.
ain't
I
never
heard
watched
Dora say that
Dora
when I was
the
growing
Explorer,
up. Delicioso. Crazy. Google it.
You know all the languages is the same.
Oh, you're getting fact checked in the comments on that.
Go ahead. Yeah, see, I'm right. That's why he don't even want to look it up. But nonetheless, man.
Siri.
Doesn't even sound Italian.
Siri, how do you say delicious in Italian?
In Italian, delicious is delizioso.
Delicioso.
No, all right, say it in Spanish now.
I said like delizia. That was different.
Siri, what's delicious in Spanish?
In Spanish, delicious is delicioso.
Told you,
Told
same
you, bro.
thing.
I told you I was right.
I didn't know that.
Like I said, man, I'm a bilingual. You know what I'm saying? Not what you are. I'm bilingual.
Could have been way too many lives.
Yeah, we're getting shut down. I think we're on episode 30. It stopped at 30. Got to change the
We're going to have
name.
to just start streaming on X.
Glad I
On
could
Twitter.
make it for your last episode.
But no, man, if y'all end up going get one of these bars, man, post it, tag the show, tag one of us, and then I would appreciate it because this is something I can stand behind. I've already been in touch with the owner, and we're talking about some things, man. So, and a bar.
And a bar.
What you think?
That's good.
Told you.
It don't got no chalky taste or nothing.
It doesn't have that chalky taste. And because we we did that power bar tasting, protein bar
protein
tasting
bars.
a few episodes. It was probably
A while
15
ago.
episodes now, but
Yeah.
and I felt like everything. There was a couple we tasted that was decent, but that's the one thing about a protein bar. It always has that chalky grittiness,
Yeah.
and this actually has. It almost tastes like, because this is what is it? Peanut butter by Death by peanut butter. It almost has a peanut butter no bake taste to it.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Their other one, the peanut butter cookie monster one's really good
Yeah.
too.
So the cookie, or the monster cookie, that's what it's called.
It's
the monster
like the Reese's
cookie,
cup with the.
it literally tastes just like a Take 5.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate Take 5, but
I got you crazy. You don't like Crunch bars. You don't like none of the good ones.
Crunch
like
bars
all-
is like chocolate with like carbonation.
Shut up if you're gonna say something crazy. If you're gonna say something crazy.
yeah,
just
Jonah likes
shut
all
your
I
mouth.
was defending the
Jonah
Crunch
likes
bar.
all the grandma candy bars. Like,
He likes all
here,
the ones
baby,
that
I
you
got
can
this in my
buy.
purse.
With some butterscotch.
You can
Man,
wear-
don't
Yeah,
tell me.
butterscotch, the little
Werther's.
I
strawberries.
was just gonna say, don't tell me you ain't been sucking on Mammoth strawberries, cuz
Biscoff, fucking biscuit.
you've been taking the lint off them strawberry candies.
What's the white lightsabers? Like just the mint?
Oh, just mints? Yeah, that's gross. You know what I think is the grossest mint is those the
white and green. Don't say
white and reds.
Oh, the white and- just
where
the
they
peppermint.
dissolve.
Oh yeah. Like the puffy
Disgusting.
pepper.
Yeah,
I hate
disgusting.
them.
Pop
Like
it in
who
your
the
mouth
hell
and
made?
it dissolves.
You know what them come in? Them come in like a enormous jar like this, bro. Somebody
like-
brought them to my shop one time. And I'm like, bro, why would you make this in These things is gross.
Oh man, yeah. Those are like I said, that's the best testing protein bar.
Delicioso with a Z.
There wasn't a Z in that either.
There was a
Wait,
Z
so
in
you
it.
do admit they're spelled different?
Listen. I told y'all, bilingual. We speak.
You ain't even saying it right.
Listen, we speaking to the plug. I've been plug talking for a minute.
It's bilingual.
He's been to like six different
not
schools.
bilingual.
Been to, like,
Ain't no
CDL
R in
school,
it.
bar
Big.
That's how you
school.
say it. But if you say it in a different language, it's bilingual.
Yeah, you right, cuz. My fault. My fault, big bro. My fault, big bro.
I mean, I got a city education. You went to, where'd you go to? One of them county schools?
What you talking about, man? Like, just because you went to college, okay?
He went to like 6 different schools. Went to CDL school, barber school, college.
Hockey.
Apparently speech school.
2-3 colleges. No, it's funny, bro. They want me to speak at like a college commencement ceremony. Because I said I went to MTC, but they put graduated from NTC. And I'm like, well, I only went there for 6 weeks. I ain't tell them that part, but hey, I didn't tell them nothing.
You gonna get up there and give him a Denzel speech?
You know, get a Denzel, drop a little Denzel.
Man.
But, you know, man, it is what it is, you know.
What school you gonna be talking to? The Ohio School of the Deaf?
Chill out, man. I don't know. They ain't told me yet, but they asked me was I available.
Yeah.
Sent the check.
If you ain't sent the check.
Sent the check.
You know,
It's already capped.
I go up there and say whatever you want, and you send me a check.
If you need a step in, let me know. I'll call somebody.
You know what I'm saying? I got it. I'm gonna send my clone up there. I got it.
Man. Man, I'm happy you guys came on. You know, like I said, we got some stuff coming up. This year's going to be a good year, a big year for the gym. A few competitions that we're going to get and hopefully be represented in the WPO, and many more to come. I think we're also going to start transitioning over to the APO for federations. So, you know, like I said, appreciate you guys coming on, man, and
thanks for having us,
and
man.
we're definitely
Thanks
going to
for
have you
having
guys back on and talk about how this meet went.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah, for sure.
So, all right, man. Got the big dive with the death by peanut butter. He's still nursing that thing over there.
Just smacking it, man.
Got big dive, Mason and Mason. This is the Push and Weight Show.